All right, this is just going to be like a little mini lesson, kind of part two to lesson number 7. Just more derivative examples. And again, this is kind of dealing with the chain rule. And again, if you're struggling with the chain rule, trust me that you are not alone in that. It will, I mean, I sound like a broken record, but you need to practice this stuff. It's kind of looks a little crazy. And what you will see are some questions that just involve just f as your function. And so that kind of throws some students off. So I thought, okay, well, we'll just do a little quick lesson on this one. So if your function is a differentiable, meaning we can take the derivative of it, find the derivative of h of x in each of these. Now remember, what do I keep saying about the chain rule? And obviously we're using the chain rule in these because I've got a function inside a function. Remember, that's outside in, super important. So what we want to do here is look at the outside function. Well, hopefully you're seeing that f is our outside function. So you don't have to overthink it. A lot of students are like, okay, well, what's the derivative of f? It's the derivative of f. That's it. F prime. Don't need to worry about doing anything to it. And then remember, with the chain rule, we leave that inside function exactly how it is. Then we multiply by the derivative of the inside, which in this case is 6x. And that's it. Okay, so you don't need to worry about what is f and how do I, find the derivative. It just is what it is. All right, the next one. What you want to start getting in the habit of, guys, is noticing, okay, what do I see? What kind of rule should I be using? Like here, obviously, was the chain rule. Here, what do you see? Hopefully you're saying quotient rule. Absolutely. This is my u and my v. Remember, it's vu prime minus uv prime over v squared. So I've got my h prime of x. I've got my f of x, which is my v, times my u, the derivative of u, that's easy one, 8x to the power of 7, minus u, which is x to the power of 8, times the derivative of v. So what did I just say? What's the derivative of f of x? It's just f prime of x over v squared, which is basically the function of x squared. And that's it, guys. There's no simplifying that needs to be done. All right, now the last question here. Okay, and again, you might want to pause this just to try this one yourself. Remember that this is outside in. So hopefully when you look at this, you can see a couple things. You definitely see the chain rule on the outside, and you might even see a chain rule on the inside as well. So first, outside in, deal with that 3. Forget about everything that's on the inside, even though it looks kind of crazy, and deal with that guy first. Now we're going to take the derivative of just this. So this is actually the chain rule as well, because I've got a function inside a function. So now what's on the inside, or sorry, the outside? That's the f. So this is just the derivative of f, negative 2x. Then we're going to times by the derivative of the inside, which remember is just this guy. So that's negative 2. So that's kind of a crazy looking one. This one we can actually simplify just a little bit because I've got this times this times this times this. So look at, I've got a negative 2 and a 3 just hanging out there. So that can be negative 6 times f of negative 2x squared times the derivative of f of negative 2x. Okay? Do some more practice.